and welcome back to Fashion50, the duo.
Yeah, us again.
So last week we were talking about what we'd bought in the sales.
Yeah.
And today we're going to talk about fake tans. Are they worth doing? Are they any good? Do you get lots of streaks? What do you think?
Yes, I've had a lot of hit and miss because I'm very fair-skinned ordinarily. I get lots of streaks and stripes, and I find where you think you've put the fake tan, you haven't, and then you get great big blobs. So it's trying to find the one by recommendation from your friends or etc., which is the best one to use. And obviously, we thought we'd bring this to you because we've both got completely different skin tones and colourings. So you might find it interesting just to see what suits one person might not suit the other, but you know, you might get some idea of what you might like to try when you look yourself.
Yeah. So what I find with fake tans, I don't really like that smell. That I know people say biscuity smell, but I don't know whether it is a biscuity smell, but it does smell. But they all smell the same. But
yes,
the one that I found doesn't smell as much is the Palmer's cocoa butter. It does smell more. Well, if I put it now, I'm going to get.
Don't forget to wash your
hands.
hands.
Oh no, I'll do it with like that.
Yeah.
Then it won't matter. It does smell.
More
like,
actually, that's more like cocoa.
Cocoa, yeah.
It's like powdered
it is
cocoa.
like cocoa,
yeah,
cocoa butter. So I prefer that one. And what I do, so I've got a tan anyway because I went on holiday back in June.
Yeah.
And so when I get back from holiday, I haven't got time then to sunbathe. So sometimes it's not the weather in England anyway. No. So what I tend to do is when I have a shower, I just put all this on. And if you've already got a tan, that's all right because you're less likely to become all streaky. But you do have to be careful not to get any on your hands, don't you? So it is. And when you wash your hands after putting the tan on, you do make sure that you kind of get inside like that because. Have you ever seen people with it all there?
Yeah. And also, I've had it here before where I've been putting it on my legs and leaning down. I've ended up with it all up my arms as well, big stripes where I've not thought to wash it off with soap.
And have you ever had that embarrassing moment when I've been sitting on the tube or something, and then I look down at my feet and I can see all between my toes is all fake tan, and it just looks awful.
It does look awful. Right, yeah, around the edges of your feet as well, like around your ankles, and it just looks really grimy.
And you kind of feel like everyone's staring at you. Probably nobody gives the monkeys today. But
I found the best thing to do before you're going to put your fake tan on, exfoliate in the shower for a couple of days. And I find especially on my legs, if you use those like crunchy like gloves type of thing, you soap up and you use those. I normally only put the fake tan on my legs because I've got quite a lot of colour. I get freckles, etc. But then you sort of get a smooth surface, and it when you apply it, it goes. You don't get so many streaks, etc.
Do you know what I do? Instead of I was too lazy, I can't be bothered to exfoliate, so I prefer to wash my towels in. I wash them and then I put them in the tumble dryer because it makes them soft. Yeah. But if you hang them up on the line, they're really crunchy.
Oh yeah.
And then when you dry yourself, you literally exfoliate a whole blooming.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah, it's like you shed a whole load of skin. Yeah. So I tend to do that. But so what's the one that you've tried?
Well, this is a recommendation from my friend Claire at work. It's the Garnier Summer Body. And I use the light sun-kissed look, which is sort of from the fair to medium. And this is really lovely. I've only used it on my legs yet. I think I could probably use it on my arms, etc., the rest of me, but it goes on really lovely. And she actually suggested that once you've had your shower and you've dried off, if you put it on straight away and then leave it for about an hour, something like that, and then it all soaks in, and then you can wear your shoes or whatever, because obviously if you put them on too quickly, you're going to get strap marks or you're going to get streaks. And honestly, the best way to do it is first thing in the morning, and then walk around with something like a little slipper. So it's not all over your legs, because if you put it on at night, which I have done, and you're laying in bed,
in the sheets.
You don't actually, no, you just get big patches where you're leaning against yourself. You get a big white patch, in my case, or a big thick blob, and it doesn't work. So this is brilliant. This is the best one I've found for my skin, which is the Garnier Summer Body. and you put it on every day, and it gradually builds up, and it's only got quite a light smell. It's quite nice. Now I had it on today at work.
Oh, actually, that is nice. What does it smell like when it's dried? Has it got that biscuity smell?
No, not really, because I put
it smells lovely. It smells like, actually, it's really
Yeah.
nice.
Because I put it on the first thing this morning before I went to work, and I could smell it developing sort of about 10 o'clock this morning, but it's quite a
Wipe it off.
Oh yeah, it's quite a nice smell. I'll use your towel, Deborah.
Yeah.
It's quite a nice smell. It's not that sort of burnt biscuity smell.
No, it's nice, isn't it?
But it makes your skin really soft as well.
Yeah, because I do the same thing. I put this on after I come out of the shower, and then I've got an old dressing gown. I just put that on, and then for the next hour, just let it all soak in. Because you're right, you definitely don't want to start putting your clothes on. Do you put it on your face?
No, I haven't tried that yet because I've got I'm quite freckly, and the only thing I use on my face just to give me a bit of colour, which is obviously not a bronzer or whatever, is it's Maybelline blusher, and I only need a little bit of it really, and I just put it on my cheeks and just blend it in, and that normally lasts all day, but it just gives me a bit of variation in colour as opposed to my own skin tone, and that is quite nice to use, and it's got only a very light smell, but that's nice.
So what I tend to do is I put it all over my body, and then whatever's left on my hands I just wipe off my face. So it doesn't really do an awful lot, but the problem with putting it on your face is then your makeup doesn't necessarily match, does it? But
no.
What I use is, so I can just put my normal makeup on, then I use the Benefit Hoola, and then it's a really weird colour actually, but it goes on, it doesn't, it's well used, but you think it's not going to be a bronzer, but it actually, goes on really dark there, but then when you kind of...
Oh, I can see that, it looks really nice.
But it looks a bit, but you have to kind of just get it all over, and then it does give that kind of bronzed sort of
but
look.
I can see that from sitting here, it looks really nice.
And I think that's a lot easier. So that's a fake tans and things, but what do you use for, like suntan lotions, do you use?
I don't really, because what do you mean as in factor,
Well,
like 30?
Yeah.
I don't really, because I only sort of sit in the sun very short periods of time, and I pick it up quite quickly, not on the rest of me, but quite on this area, I sort of pick it up quite quickly.
I was in the a beauty salon the other day, and somebody come in, she had a really good tan, and somebody else said, oh, what do you use? And she said she uses coconut oil.
Coconut
so basically
oil.
Fries herself.
Oh my word.
I know. So obviously that's a stupid idea, and when you get older you can realise all the sun damage that you've had over the years, because I suppose when we was younger, suntan lotions had really only just come out, hadn't they? And I don't know that there was even any factors in. I don't know.
About 15, I think. It was about the most you could get.
Yeah, so I remember I tried... Oh, actually, talking about fake tans, I tried that duo tan. And you'd go orange.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Duo tan, yeah.
Yeah.
But one I've just found... So I read this article about... it's not just the UVA and the UVB. You now have to have... you now have to be careful with the infrared. And that's actually what ages you. So there's all these really expensive ones, but I found this one in Aldi. It's factor 30, UVA, UVB and infrared. So
I've never heard of the infrared. Oh,
yeah,
that's
no,
brilliant.
it's a new thing. I mean, I don't think it's a gimmick, but this was $2.99.
Has it got a nice smell?
It's lovely. So I usually use Hawaiian Tropic, but I was in a rush when we went on holiday. And you probably can't smell it because of the. You can't smell it, I don't think.
I can. That's really nice.
And
that's like something from years ago, and I don't know what it is, but it's really lovely.
Yeah, and $2.99. But of course, there's none left now. They've flown off the shelves.
Yeah.
Well, factor 30, you can get factor 15, but I always put factor. So that's another thing. When you get older, always put a factor.
Yeah.
Don't wear anything under factor 30. I mean, I still go brown and still have a factor 30.
Because I think you can always tell people that have been in the sun a lot and sunbathed a lot, just for the fact that their skin is so wrinkled and aged, and you often see a lot of like say age spots. I've got a few on my hands, which I think your hands are obviously exposed quite a lot, but on your face it's so important, and also with your eyes as well, because you should always wear sunglasses if you're sitting in the sun, because it can damage your eyes as well, and especially the delicate area under your eyes. When you I keep referring back, but when you get over 50, you're prone to obviously wrinkles etc. Anyway, so why help them along? You
No, exactly.
just, you need all the help you
it's
can
so
get.
It's so hard when you're younger. You just
Mm.
want a tan, don't you? But you know, it just ruins your skin.
Yeah, well, when you're younger, it doesn't show, does it? As you get older, though, it comes out in your face, and you might not necessarily get like skin cancer or anything like that, but you're just going to get a lot of wrinkles. So you've got to try and look after your skin, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's our self tans and a bit of other bits and pieces really. So yeah, enjoy the summer. Get your fake tan or get a real tan, whatever you want to do. So that's us for tonight, and we'll see you again soon.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Bye.
Bye.